Greetings and welcome to the Young Black Kings podcast. Thank you for joining us on another week. It's Thanksgiving. It's that time of the year where people scarf down their food and head out to Walmart to go fight over the latest 72-inch TV. But all jokes aside, thank you for joining us another week. This is it's a great topic that I have today for you guys. So it's going to be great. So a little bit of housekeeping. Again, thank you for listening to us for the last few weeks. It's been an amazing ride so far, and I can't wait to see where this is going to go in the future. I'm so excited about what we have in store for the rest of the year, heading into 2020. This topic that I'm going to talk about today is what's going to help set you guys up for the best year of your life in 2020. And I just can't wait to get to it. But yeah, check us out on Facebook, the Young Black Kings, on Twitter. We'll have an Instagram here shortly. I know we're slacking on that. If you have any questions, if you want to be featured on the show, if you just want to say, hey, or if you want some guidance, some mentorship that you don't want to be broadcast on the podcast, shoot us an email, youngblackkingspod@gmail.com. I'll drop that in the description. Hit us up at any time. Between myself and Tracy, we are more than happy to talk to you guys and mentor you guys if you have anything at all that you want to talk to us about. We're always here for you. Cool. Oh, and yes, we are still working on launching the Young Black Queens podcast for the ladies that are out there. We still haven't forgot about you. We are still working on that. And when it launches, I promise you it's going to be every bit as good as this show is. And we're going to do for you ladies every bit as much as we do for the men. So it's going to be great. So let's get into this week's message. So, I've mentioned before that I'm a big fan of Steve Harvey, his books that he writes and things of that nature. And one thing that he talks about often is your gift. Now, that gift can be just about anything. It's something it's not necessarily unique to you because other people could have the same gift, but how you do it is going to be unique to you. Your gift could be cooking. It could be drawing. It could be singing, writing. It could be inspiring others like we do on this podcast. It could be, if you can be athletically gifted. You could throw a ball farther than anybody else. You can hit a ball farther. You can kick a ball, whatever may be the case. But that is your gift. And 9 times out of 10, there are people that are struggling in life because they're not using their gift. And what's great about it is, so Steve Harvey is not the only one that talks about using your gift. It's actually in the Bible on how to use your gift, like what the gift actually is from you. And what is that gift? Proverbs 18:16 says, a man's gift maketh room for him and bringeth him before great men. What does that mean? It means that God gave you an ability that no one else has, that if used correctly will put you in front of the people that can change your life forever. There's people right now that are waking up, going to their jobs that they hate, getting paid less than what they deserve, making someone else rich. And that is not what God put you on this earth to do. Now, that's not to say that there's not a need for employees and there's not a need to work a job and things like that. No, that's not what I'm saying, because there's always going to be a need for someone to go into a Walmart and point me to the best video game. There's always going to be a need to go into a cell phone store and someone to set up a new phone, transfer all your information. There's always going to be a need for that. But what I'm saying is that there's people that are not using their gifts the way they should be. Not everybody is meant to be a millionaire, but you can be if you apply the gifts that you were given. My gift just so happened to be influencing and encouraging other people. Hence why we have the Young Black Kings podcast. Hence why I have my other things with If I'm Being Honest. Hence why I did music for so long. And those were my gifts, to be able to inspire, encourage, motivate, promote other people, and build you guys up. That's my gift. That's what I'm using it here for. So, what's your gift? What do you plan on doing with it? What can you do with it? Do you have a knack for taking a picture better than anybody else? Do you love to read? Are you musically inclined? Can you rehearse? Can you listen to something one time and be able to recite that song? Not everybody who's musically inclined is inclined to make their own music. Maybe you can be a cover band. Maybe you can go and write for other people. I know hundreds of artists or writers, so to speak, who have made millions upon millions of dollars, won Grammys because they wrote someone else a song. Maybe you're not the performer, but you're the writer. It works. So this gift of yours, it's everything that you do should be in efforts of cultivating and growing that gift. So when you go to work, you go to the job that you don't like and you work it and you do all that and you come home, what are you doing once you get home? Are you the type of guy who's going to sit there and play video games until you pass out? Are you the type of guy that's out smoking and drinking and goofing off and causing trouble or whatever? You sitting there watching TV, watching other people live their dreams? Do you spend a lot of time just doing anything other than cultivating your gift? Steve Harvey says in his book, Act Like a Cess, Think Like a Cess, that if you have a well-rested night, you're not cultivating your gift. If you wake up in the morning and you're 100% refreshed, relaxed, rested, you didn't do everything you could. We talked about it a few weeks ago about the 84,600 seconds that you have. What makes Will Smith different than you? It's not because he has money, because he didn't always have money. If you ever listen to Will Smith talk, he talked about his beginnings were growing up not really knowing his father and living in poverty and things like that nature, and then selling his first record and then going broke. He's talked about that. He's open about that. But what makes him different than you? He had the same amount of time that you had. It's just how he spent it. It's different. It's a mindset. And that's what brought you here to us. We're helping you cultivate that mindset to be successful. But it's up to you to figure out what your gift is and how to use it. over the last few weeks, we've talked about a lot of different things as far as your first impression, how to manage your time, how to manage your relationships, how to act, how to present yourself. All that is great. But if you don't know what your gift to the world is, it means absolutely nothing. This is probably the most important lesson that I can partake on someone, is learning what that gift is. And there are 1,000,001 ways on how to be able to manifest that gift. How are you going to bring that gift to the world? And again, a lot of times it can be interpreted different ways. Not every person is meant to own their own restaurant. If everyone owned their own restaurant, then it would be really hard to make a profit, make money. Maybe you were meant to be a top chef at a restaurant. If you're someone who's into culinary. If you're a photographer, maybe you're not meant to own your own photography company. Maybe going to work at Life Touch is not bad. Finding a photography studio to hone your craft and your skills until one day you're able to branch out on your own. Maybe that is what you need to do to hone and work on your gift. Not everybody is meant to start their own podcast, be a YouTuber. Maybe you want to be an actor and you want to quit everything and go to Hollywood and do all that. Maybe that was not the path that you needed to take. Maybe you just need to pick up your phone and write a couple of monologues and recite them, post them online. See how that works out for you. But it's up to you to figure out how you use that gift. What is your gift? So once you figure out what your gift is, you have to figure out how to use it, how to bring it to the world. And that's probably equally as important to figure out. Because like I said, once you have that gift, you need to be able to do it the right way. As I mentioned, not everybody who cooks is meant to be a chef. Not everybody who sings is meant to be a performer. But there are ways that you can use that gift to bring to the joy. Your gift might not be something that is meant to make you money. I know a lot of singers who enjoy just singing in the Sunday choir. Because that's what brings them joy. They have no desires on ever becoming a recording artist, but they want to be able to sing the gospel of the Lord and sing it in a safe environment with their friends and family in a church setting. That is them bringing their gift to the world. How will you bring your gift? Now, like I said, everyone has their own gift. And for you young kings out there, it's equally important to be able to figure what that is. Because there are people who never figure it out and they end up doing stupid stuff. They get caught up in things that doesn't benefit them, their lives. You know someone like that is too busy focused on fitting in with the wrong people than cultivating their own gift. Don't be that person. You can be better. Sometimes God is telling you what you should be doing or how you should be doing it. And sometimes you're so focused on other things that you're not listening to what God is trying to direct you to. I've always said that God has a sense of humor, and his sense of humor is that he's not going to just say, yo, this is what you need to be doing. He's going to show you And by showing you, it's going to be an abstract way